A million different reasons, man. Because in a lot of situations, just because you work with one person on one film doesn't mean you're going to work with them on another. Like it's not necessarily how it works.
That's fine. You know,
Good research.
I don't think you know what you're talking about. And just a quick break now for our sponsor.
I don't think you nailed what you were going for there. I don't think. And you're going to tell me it's my fault.
Hello and welcome to week 49. This is, of course, the only podcast on the internet recording live outside the Hollywood Pyramid. This is the Oscar night extravaganza. Everyone's talking about it. I just saw Will Smith on a pony. So that's just the level of excitement I'm seeing here in my Hollywood studio apartment live at the Oscars.
Nice. I just saw Will Smith as King Richard. Like that's, I feel like we've shown something now. I mean, he was on my TV screen, and you get to see him in person.
Okay, we're talking about the Oscars and Oscar
No,
fever.
we should talk about the editing though, because I don't think Face Off had anything to do with the Oscars. Are we not talking about editors? Like I thought we're talking about Stephen Kemper and Christian Wagner.
I thought we were talking about the creditors.
No, the editors. God damn it!
I heard predators just then.
This is not
now you're really
Sean's house. There's no predators here.
Yeah, we're out.
God damn.
The predators are all gone, thanks to Sean's plea agreement.
Face Off was edited by two men, Stephen Kemper and Christian Wagner. They edited a series of films together in the 90s, I guess you would say.
Sean, you're.
Oh, am I scratching?
Am I rubbing? Is he rubbing against it, Tyler?
Oh, wait. Tyler's nodding. Oh God, it must be so bad. Tyler's nodding.
What are the editors? What are the?
Starting with a movie called Fair Game that starred William Baldwin and Cindy Crawford. So they directed Fair Game, The Relic, and then Face Off together. And I think that's where they kind of stopped. Oh, actually, no, they edited Mission Impossible 2 together as well. So the John Woo film Mission Impossible 2.
Is co-editors kind of a rare thing? Like, don't editors normally work? Like, I know they have a team under them, but isn't there one like head editor?
More than one editor on a film isn't rare. Like it happens quite often. But I mean, if you look at the grand scheme of filmmaking, like a lot of filmmakers have their editor. But when you look at the fact that John Woo is kind of into Hollywood, he probably doesn't have an editor in the situation. It kind of makes sense. It would be like this kind of for hire basis, right?
And we are talking with the editors. And who are the editors? What are their names again, Sean?
Stephen Kemper and Christian Wagner. Or maybe Wagner. I don't know. I mean, it depends how he likes his pronunciation. If he's a real German, he'd probably like Wagner. If he's an Americanized German, he's probably going to want Wagner.
Right. How old are they? I just want to know where they were essentially during WWII.
World War I? Not born, I don't think.
No, Sean.
Are you sure you don't mean WWE? Because WrestleMania is coming up, brother.
What? You want to talk about WrestleMania? Let's talk about WrestleMania. Can you believe? I found an interview, with Christian Wagner, where he talks a little bit about his own history and stuff, just in filmmaking. He also edited True Romance, and he actually talks about a story. It's kind of interesting that Quentin Tarantino was allowed to do his own cut of the movie in black and white. Like Tony Scott let him do it just because he loved Tarantino's script so much, but no one ever did anything with it. But apparently Tarantino cut his own version of True Romance after seeing what this guy did with the original cut.
Like because he disliked the cut?
But he just kind of says, we gave him the footage. He was allowed to do it. And he did it. Because the guy's like, is this true? There's this rumor that Tarantino cut this film. And he's like, it's totally true. He did it. And he only did it because Tony loved him so much. And he just makes it up all about Tony. Wasn't Tony amazing that he let Tarantino do this? That he's so gracious. He makes it about Tony. Yeah. But anyway, when he talks about Face Off, he says, let me just find it here. So he says Face Off is one of his two favorite movies. Actually, he says the two favorite movies he's ever edited was Face Off and The Negotiator. that Sam Jackson, Kevin
It's a pretty
Spacey
good movie actually too.
film. Yeah, he says he loved doing The Negotiator because it taught him how to edit dialogue. And with Face Off, he just talks about like the honor of working with John Woo because of The Killer and Hard Boiled. And then he says in terms of like working with John Woo, he spoke like 5 words a day in broken English. I remember cutting together the opening sequence on the carousel. John loved it, and that's exactly how he wanted it, and that's it was easy from that point forward. So yeah, he's definitely the one of the 2 editors who's had like the more, I guess you would say, like impressive career. Although it's just because he's kept working a little more consistently. He also got involved in.
Why did he
Christian
get booted off the Fast and Furious franchise?
Well, that's what he got onto it in the first place with Fast and the 4th film, and then he stayed on it all the way to the 8th film, and then he didn't do the most recent one. But yeah, I don't know. We'll never know why he didn't do the most recent one. Although he did do both The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and The Suicide Squad in 2021, which makes me think he probably didn't have the time to also edit that Fast and the Furious movie. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well. Well. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well. Which came first, though? Like, which project came first? What opportunity came? I don't know what's the I don't know. Let's create the drama right now. You know. Let's.
I have a few things to say about editing. I think editing is one of the stupidest things about movie making, personally.
Why? Wait, no, you don't get to just say that. You don't get to just fucking say that and
I'm
fucking
excited to be outside
why
of
do you think
Hollywood
it's stupid?
Hills.
You're not outside of Hollywood Hills. You're the same fucking Kingston Motel you've always been in for the past 2 years.
And we are back. Sean, can we say with certainty that these editors, it was with Face Off that is their crowning achievement?
Not for Christian Wagner. He got to do all the most popular Fast and the Furious movies. I mean, it's
which is what, better than Face Off?
Yeah, probably. Tyler, am I not right? Like probably the Fast.
In terms of like profile, I'm sure. Yeah, like in terms of being a better movie, absolutely not. But
he also did the Suicide Squad, which is pretty good. Right, so I mean, I'm not maybe quite Face Off, but it's pretty damn good. The Suicide Squad.
It's a movie. Yeah.
On the other hand, Stephen Kemper, Face Off, most definitely with a bullet, his best editing.
What else did he do?
His other best film, I would say, personally, End of Days. I actually really like that film.
Okay, but what else did he do? Let's get some back.
And other films he did was Wind Talkers, like I mentioned, for John Woo. That was the last John Woo film he did. Yeah, but not a good movie. Not a good movie, and also way long, overbloated. So. Arguably not a good editing job. The Punisher, not a good movie. With John Travolta and Tom Jane, I believe that one. Not a good movie. Legion, not a great movie. That angel action sci-fi film, not a great film. The Last Stand, the Arnold Schwarzenegger comeback vehicle, that did not turn out great. And he also did The Meg, which did okay and was okay.
By 1994, only 3 feature films have been edited digitally, but by 1995,
edited. You're talking edited. But then you're talking about editing. You're talking about analog editing versus linear editing. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Because I was talking about film. Like,
Sean, shut the fuck up. Tyler, what do you have to say?
It's saying editing on, like, digital editing didn't become popular until 1995. My point.
Yeah, but that's not the exact same thing, is it? Like, they would convert the film to a digital editing service and then...
To edit and then edit back. But even that didn't become popular until 95. So
yeah, but...
Face-Off didn't happen.
I thought the question that Chris was asking, though, was when did, like, digital film become the norm? You know what I mean? Like shooting film digitally.
Digital editing.
Yes,
Sean, how dare you
focus, Sean? God damn it!
1997, before digital filmmaking happened, would there not still though be digital editing equipment?
Well, like they used to use like moviolas. You know, think of Orson Welles. You remember what he used to edit? Like he used to carry around them everywhere he went. Was that moviola editing machine where they could just they would feed the film through and stuff as they could cut and go. Like that was the norm up until like what Chris is like Tyler's saying, the mid 90s, where they started using digital equipment more to start editing film. They would literally edit by hand film, like the negative.
Yeah.
That's what they would do.
Yeah, with like the slicer and everything.
Yeah, up until, as Tyler was saying, the mid '90s, and then digital programs like Final Cut Pro and that kind of stuff that
See,
became more and more the
that's
norm.
Sean. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because like since Face Off is around this time, this is a great opportunity to talk about that transition from one style of editing to another style of editing, and how Face Off falls in between the two, and how these people are probably still in the old
Oh,
school way of,
hang
Yeah,
on.
I mean,
I
it's
have
impossible.
information
Oh,
from
what's that?
shotonwhat.com. The movie Face Off released blah 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 1997. Shot on film using Panavision cameras, Panavision lenses, and editing was done on the Avid editing system. So it would have been digital.
Avid, yeah, digital.
there you go.
It sounds like
So-
on Panavision they probably shot on film then and converted.
So how are you able to get that information, Tyler? That seems like dark web shit.
I'm connected to the dark web.
Oh no 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 no.
What else do I have to say? There's yes. Michael J. Fox is dead.
What? Don't do that.
In fairness, I just have to hold that audio clip long enough, and it'll be
It'll be relevant
accurate.
one day.
You're
as
a
it will be
monster.
for all of us mortal souls.
Hey, that's pretty good.
If you want to see the entire beef broth recipe, check out our Instagram page.